Good evening, welcome everyone. Uh, I am Sorko. Today I have a special guest.
Hello, I'm Shinji.
Yeah,
Welcome.
heyo. First of all, please let us know about the sound levels. I am not sure about them. I kind of have a new setup, new microphone, and it's Discord streaming as well. Yeah, streaming Dark Souls today, first time. Hello Sylvia, hello Shiro, and I got a new follower as well, Lord Demolatron, Lady Demolatron. Let
Shinji
me.
from Evangelion.
Oh,
I guess that's where my name came from, so pretty much.
yep, Lord Demolatron, thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Again, let us know about the sound levels. I am like a little worried
Uh,
about them, but they
yeah,
should be alright. They should be alright.
I mean, I often hear that I'm pretty quiet on my streams, so I wouldn't be surprised if I'm a bit too quiet right now.
Sheen, hello Sheen. Good evening. Thank you for the follow. Also, you're finally following. Good evening. Good evening. Okay,
About them time.
you're quite okay. I can definitely increase his volume, no problem then.
Especially since I can't really do too much about it on my side.
Yeah, like Shinji cannot do anything with that. Is it better now? Is it better?
I hope it's just a little bit better.
It should be a little bit better. Yep, better. Okay. I can even increase it a tiny bit as well. More. Peachy. That's one hell of a first message for the stream. Shin. Okay. Why did the alert play once again? OBS things, I guess.
Thank you, OBS.
I love the
I
word.
switched to normal OBS pretty recently since I was using the Streamlabs one, and I still cannot get used to some of the things.
I
Like when you're using Streamlabs and your static stream, it asks you to give the title of the stream and
yeah.
description, and the normal OBS doesn't do that, and I keep
Yup.
forgetting about that.
Yup. True, it does. Hello, Lady Demolatron. Hello. I've seen the follow. Appreciate that. I don't know if you heard that or not. Yeah, that. Also, let me know about the sound levels of Dark Souls, because like I also didn't test that one.
I mean,
uh,
it's fine right now. I think you should go to. I think you should go to at least character creation
yeah.
because there's music there. So it
Uh,
might be easier to balance things around.
yeah. Adjust brightness until flame is visible and dragon is invisible.
I usually do not really care about those settings, and I would rather see things on the screen than have it be
True. 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 True.
climactic.
True. 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 True.
I mean, there are some games where I would prefer things being dark enough, but not in gameplay heavy games.
Something brzdąk. Great. Good. Get the game a little bit quieter. Thank you. That's what I wanted. That's what I needed. Seen the Dark Souls veteran at this point, probably. Bro is hearing the music in the main menu and he's like, "Yup, it's gonna be too loud."
Bro doesn't need to hear the music, he already knows how loud it's gonna be based on the SFX loudness.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't feel like I want to like play with character customization that much for the first time.
About the only things you should really care about are class and gift. Everything else is pretty
Okay.
much whether you want your character to look nice, and it doesn't matter because you're always in a set of armor,
Yep.
so you don't really see the character unless you're running naked because you want to roll fast. But that's another thing.
Okay, so classes. Probably have the least time in the series from the three of us. Okay. I have lots of time, but these cycles have like 1k hours in Elden Ring. Hello, Samurai! Suavemente, hello.
I don't think I have 8,000 hours in Elden. Let me check. 571 at this point, so like half as much.
Good luck fighting inward, Samurai. Good luck. Good luck with the session. Okay. Seamless count for Steam. I don't know.
Yes, it does, since it boots the Elden Ring executable on Steam, pretty much.
Okay. Do classes matter? Like, is this something that matters a lot?
It depends. Do you wanna play melee or do you wanna play mage?
Probably gonna play melee. Ranged seems like way too much for me. Like, I've seen what mage technically is about, and I don't feel like I want to like bother with it. I don't feel like I want to deal with that.
Then generally speaking, it's all about the base stats, which mostly matter your weapon scaling.
Yup. That's that one I know.
And the starting equipment. I would say something like Warrior Knight is the best as a starter.
Okay.
Whichever has the better shield, to be honest. And they both seem to have pretty much the same thing.
Yep.
Warrior can equip better weapons easier since his strength and dex are better.
Yes.
I would say Warrior.
I think. Warrior.
Yeah, and what Shane said, you pretty much. I'm not going to say you have to choose Master Key, but it's.
I've seen that everyone is like, yeah, Master Key is definitely the best one. Yep.
Other Souls games have some more equalish choices. Master Key opens so many doors in the game that it's not even funny. If you want to skip like one of the most irritating places in the game, which is Depths and Blighttown, you can just take Master Key and ignore them completely.
Okay, noted. I 1-2 more sessions in God Eater, so next week I'll start my own playthrough in Dark Souls 1. Holy shit, everyone is playing Dark Souls 1. I think I need to choose.
Whenever you start playing a game, everybody is like, "Hey, I'm gonna play this game too."
Honestly, it happened way too much lately. Lately, it's happening all the time.
One of the most annoying locations in the game. So like half of the game.
Yup, like I know the stories about Blighttown. Yup.
I'm a major hater of DS1.
Yep, I know.
I really despise Blighttown, if only for the fact that Toxic is a thing.
Shrouded by fog.
I'm gonna be honest, I don't remember this intro cutscene.
I don't really remember that either, because I don't care all that much about lore in the Souls games.
Oh, it's this one! I honestly, I used to care, I stopped caring after I realized, yeah, it's kind of like all over the place, and I kinda don't like it.
To be perfectly honest, if you want to get into the lore, I'd rather say go watch some lore keeper videos.
Yeah. I used to watch those, and then I realized that maybe just the idea of like putting the entire lore into some random bullshit that you need to find and then read, maybe it's not really that good of an idea.
I mean, I'm not gonna say it's bad idea per se, it's just not for me. I can see why people would like it as another way of developing the lore and story, but I'd rather have it more straight out set.
Yeah, definitely. Oh look, it's Eclipse from Berserk! Oh damn, you reminded me of Berserk, and that's honestly goated.
You could use Guts' sword in this game, and
hello,
in every single Souls game.
Hello. Good evening. How is it going? How are you? Is work kicking your ass, or are you okay? I am tired. That's understandable.
I was kind of wondering why I'm having desynced audio with the video, and I realized I'm watching your stream instead of the Disco stream.
Yeah, I thought that might be an issue. I also like caught myself doing that like while streaming Drakengard with Severity. A lot. It happens a lot.
Probably because I didn't put out the chat in another window, so I clicked on the chat and I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah, exactly.
And the dragons
At least you realize that now and not some minutes into the game where I would be giving you tips with some 5-ish second delay.
That's okay.
You should have turned to left here. Why didn't you do that?
thus began the age of
And fucking angry. Oh no, what happened? So Dark Souls 1 prologue is ending F from Draken.
and only
F for our mental sanity, sure.
Hello,
Sebastian.
Sebastian. Hi. Oh yeah.
now there are only embers. And man sees not light, but only endless nights. And amongst the
It's all
living
dark
ones
because you know it's haha Dark Souls. Haha.
Yeah. Hey. Ooh.
the accursed dark side.
Is that a Ring City?
I see that kind of Black and Sun quite a lot recently.
Yup.
Clarobscur had it, both Digital Devil Sagas had it, Dark Souls has it.
Mhm.
I kind of wonder if that's just a
Yes,
sheer coincidence
indeed.
or it has
The
become
dark
more
side
common.
brands
I mean,
the
I know that I chose like 3 games from 20 years span, but still.
this land
Also, Sylvia, I have no freaking clue. Ask Shinji and ask Shin. They know the plot, they know the lore. I know nothing.
Is this some kind of afterlife? I wouldn't say afterlife per se. There are undead in this
where they
game.
are locked away
I would rather say that
wait the end of the world.
it's a world where people can simply become undead.
Yep.
Not necessarily afterlife per se.
Yep. You wanna accuse me of doing something or rather
Is your
Did-
fate.
didn't say? I should add that it was the petitioner. Oh my god, working with people. The classics. The classics.
Living Hell describes the game pretty well for both the inhabitants and for the player. I'm not going to lie.
Yep. Probably. Oh yeah, can I finally start the game? Gonna... this like part of the cutscene I remember.
Technically, you can always press start button to skip the cutscene.
I could, but I don't want to.
Man, what a hater. I mean,
Okay.
you cannot disagree with the part about the world being difficult for the inhabitants.
I have to really get used to the controls. It's like my
And-
brain wants to like roll with the triggers and RBRT,
Oh.
you know.
Oh, don't worry, I'm playing Monster Hunter quite a lot nowadays, and I try to roll with a cross button.
Yep. Yep.
So pretty much your fast attack is trigger, bumper. I mean, heavy attack is trigger. Left hand, which is usually block, is left bumper. A special ability if your weapon has any is left trigger. Dodges are circle. Triangle is two-handing your weapon. Square is using your item, which is currently equipped. For now, nothing. And cross would be pretty much every interaction in the game.
Yep. Wet walls have
Oh,
that
yeah.
glare. There is no light. I wouldn't try to understand it.
And there's a good thing about starting Souls series with DS1. only gets better when it comes to controls, in my opinion.
Yep.
I mean, they are more fluid, I believe.
And I know technically you have to lose that fight, but I want to try.
You don't have to lose.
Yeah,
per se.
I know, but you know, you get what I mean. How do I lock on actually?
Right stick, press it.
Okay. Okay. Okay.
And if you want to run, you hold
Yeah,
circle.
yeah, that one I learned.
No, the fact it doesn't all by. Every single time we talk about it, we have this argument. And I'm not sure if I want to start it all over again.
Which argument?
About DS2 being more fluid than 1.
Yeah,
They want to
think I
actually
just-
progress with the game, or you want to try to fight him? With your
Yeah,
broken
I
asset?
know that you have to die technically here.
No, you don't. It's not Demon Souls.
Okay.
Uh,
Nah, I saw my damage and I was like, nah. But like that part I remember.
there are pretty much 2 ways to defeat this boss now. One is grabbing the fire bombs, and the second is coming on New Game Plus. I mean, you technically can do what you just did, but it's gonna take like
Yeah, it will take a
half an
fuck
hour.
ton of time. Congrats for your first death. Yeah, that's Dunk Souls, I guess. That's intended. Though I am not sure where to go. I will figure that out. I did figure it out back in the day, so I can figure it out
Uh-huh.
once again. I think.
Just let me know if you want me to
Yeah,
guide you, or
yeah.
because I tend to be a bit overbearing with you should go here, you should go
I
there.
honestly don't really care about like being overbearing. I am very open to that. Boss from the other side. Okay.
I can prefer DS over DS1, finding controls better if just playing wrong. I don't want to use stuff like right or wrong. I find the controls to be more. I'm going to say fluid, and I prefer controlling my character in 2. I know you disagree with that, and I disagree with you using objectively. Because, in my opinion, it is subjective.
Is your armor fluorescent?
There are lights everywhere, that's why.
I think the idea is that you have a lamp on you, but it's not not shown for some reason.
There are some locations where you wish you had a lamp.
Bro. Where is this motherfucker? Wait.
DS1 doesn't fuck up the turning speed, which DS objective is nice, is stupid, unreliable way. I didn't find this to be an issue in my playthroughs.
Did you already get lost? Nah, I'm just exploring, you know.
Yep, I'm not going to say you have to go there, you have to
Yeah.
go there.
Yep.
I technically could, but where's the fun in that?
Yep, true. That's the fight. I need to get up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, because like I remember getting to the fight from above.
And the small tip is that you pretty much explored everything you can up to this point.
Yeah. And I know that there are doors here. I
Cannot open for
cannot open.
Imagine turning slowly in the 90-degree turn happens while you haven't changed your turning speed at all. And I am willing to tell you that that does not happen to me whenever I'm playing Souls 2.
I can't open.
But yeah, rant is over, and I'm not willing to
Continue that
continue
conversation.
that either. Yes, because we could go. Let me just say that we could go on for hours without either of us agreeing with the other. We often have very different experiences when it comes to games where she would say stuff that I have literally never seen in my entire freaking life. The game strongly suggests in this room that there's a spot you should go. In the boss room, I mean.
Yeah. Oh yeah, there is a door there. Yep.
And that's technically the intended way to go on with this.
Yeah.
For now. I mean, of course,
Barely.
you can fight the demon, and there's a special reward for that, but
Yep.
I would rather do some bodily harm to myself rather than do that.
Whip stuff. Change it. When...
Yes, and alright, you got it. The music starting on this cut off into seconds is so funny, I know, right? It's like they want it to be a boss fight, but it's actually not. And now you've got some real weapon.
Yeah. Imagine if I had a real weapon.
No, you really do.
Now I do. I love the ragdolls in those games. I swear, amazing. Eek.
I used Leap Dark Souls 2 quite a lot because of the ragdolls that kept happening there. Like every other minute I could find something that's pretty much flying across the screen for whatever reason. Be careful! A bit late.
That's a good one. Very funny. Oh, that's the door. That's the door down. Yeah. Hey. We are balling. I am getting bold. That's the difference.
Yes.
Oh no, why did I
ball
click
happened.
leave? Ugh.
You couldn't do anything else. There was no other option.
Okay.
And door is closed for now, so
Okay, so I need to get back. That path.
yeah.
The path with the ball.
Yes. Technically, I believe it's still won't let you progress for now, if I remember correctly.
Maybe. It's locked.
It's locked and your master key does not work for every door.
Yeah, I know. It doesn't like work for the really important plot doors. There is something above there.
And that thing you cannot reach for quite a while.
Yeah.
I mean,
Big.
you technically can return to this location later on,
Yep.
and then you can grab the item. But for now, not really. About them time with the roll tutorial.
Get to this guy. I can.
Yes, the ball opened.
Oh, thank goodness.
The way.
Oh, God, I wished you... Regrettably. But there was an... Oh, and that one. That one. Oh, an Estus flap.
Ah!
Now we get to healing.
Oh, and this.
At least in this game you get quite a few charges at the start.
Which button is that? Sorry, I'm like...
Square.
That's the left one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I wonder if I...
What
Forgot
happened,
about
Shin?
that.
Why aren't you as smart as you thought you are?
I swear to God, if he put on the water and forgot about the tea again, I could have actually taken you out on the offer of commentary as well. I mean,
You could actually... I mean, the possibility is still here.
yeah, we can just call you right now
Yeah, like, I don't see a reason why.
if you wanna get in there.
No healing.
And
Give me a few.
give me a few mms.
Okay, can I open? No. Of course it's locked. Every door is locked. We are in Silent Hill right now. Literally Silent Hill. Okay. Best I can do is go here.
Yep, and you can plunge.
Yep, that one I know. Okay.
And now you can actually fight him, like for real. I remember when I first played DS1, I realized that there is the door on the left quite late. Like I tried to fight him with my broken sword for, I don't know, an hour. And I did, not going to lie, find him a bit irritating.
Broken Lego. That was some broken Lego levels of damage, to be fair. Okay. Oh,
easy.
difficult boss.
Yep,
Whoa.
I mean, that's pretty well for a tutorial boss.
Couldn't you would have dropped the game right then.
I wouldn't necessarily say so. I probably could get mad about it, since my tolerance is quite
bullshit.
low nowadays. Well, I'm not going to say bullshit because the game clearly expects you to go away from the boss.
Yep.
So it will be just me being silly.
Yep.
Only in
Sorry, I have to check something real quick.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's
Yeah,
just my sound that broke.
Yeah. I just had to check something real quick.
to
You
leave
just
the
keep the crow
undead asylum
grabbing you.
in pilgrimage.
I've seen that cutscene multiple times already, so I don't need to see it one more time.
Lords.
I would say that most Souls fans have seen this cutscene quite a few times nowadays.
Yep, I think I've even seen that like in a different game.
What did Bloodstain do? Because I forgot. If you click on the Bloodstain, it shows you how somebody died in this spot.
Yes. It's a interesting way to warn you about potential danger.
I always keep laughing about the Bloodstains in Dark Souls 2 at the beginning of the game. Because there are like dozens of bloodstains in a spot where there are no enemies, no place to fall from, etc., etc. And you would be like, how in the world is somebody dying there?
Let me pick up all that I see, which is not much.
I mean, there is quite a few things to grab.
Don't say anything,
Firelink
don't
Shrine.
say anything, don't say...
It's like Shin whenever Dark Souls 2 is mentioned. Don't say anything, don't say anything, don't say anything. Technically, you have 3 places you can go from here. Also, I'm not sure if you realized you didn't level up.
Yeah, I realize I just don't know what
Okay.
to spend it on yet, so I decided to leave
Okay.
it for now.
Okay. Vitality is usually a safe
Yeah,
bet,
like that.
so-
That was my other idea. Would be like I could just pump vitality to just have more HP and not worry about it. Like it's gonna be useful either way, no matter what weapon I choose.
You can call my sorry ass now. Should I?
I can call my Sorias. Okay. Are you working on that, Shinji, or should I actually?
We are not friends, so I cannot add anyone to the DM. Well,
Oh,
let me add you as a friend first.
you're my friend now. Accept. Okay. Good work.
And now, let me add.
It's an interesting name for an ass. Hey? You working?
Hello, hooray.
Hello?
Yeah, and you'll have to share your screen again.
Yeah,
the thing.
I noticed.
And I'm probably very, very loud for everyone.
I don't think so. But you might be a little bit louder than Shinji.
I have Shin at like 170%, so he is a bit louder
Really?
than me, but
I don't know.
it's like sometimes you go on the call and be like, "Hi, I'm Shin, and I'm pretty loud."
Sylvia is in the chat. Sylvia will tell if Shin is too loud or not.
These are my bottom days.
So like every day.
I'm not going to get into that actually.
This is like 30% louder. Okay, that's.
You
thank
get
you.
used to it. It's just that my mic is usually too quiet. I keep wondering because I recently found another microphone at home, which I'm not sure if it's better or worse. I tried to check it and it seems similar, but I don't really know how loud it is, so I would have to test it with other people.
Mhm.
But it's
Swap it on during the stream and see if anyone notices.
I might do that tomorrow for shits and giggles,
Okay.
especially since when it comes to quality and overall feeling, it's pretty much the same, to be honest. At least for my untrained ear.
Well, it feels like Shin is the one speaking. Why?
Yeah, I feel like
What?
Shin is just more crisp. Not really that he's like louder.
But do you mean like the quality of the mic? Or?
Yeah, you just sound more
Okay.
like crisp. Like that's the best term.
Yeah, you have the streamer mic,
Yeah,
the streamer voice.
yeah.
Mate, my actual mic is from a webcam that is like 12 years old at this point.
Speaks a lot about the actual mics that we use, lol.
Yeah.
Wait,
Thank you.
when did that piece of hardware actually come out? Wait.
Thank you, Blue Snowball.
Okay, I think I'm gonna pipe Vitality for now. Like 3 levels is not much, to be fair.
I wonder if
Four
there's
levels?
any weapon that you could grab early on that you would be interested in. Do you have any idea what kind of weapon would you prefer?
I don't know. Like I literally know nothing. I didn't play that much.
Uh-huh.
Holy shit.
Nowadays, I tend to use one certain weapon that's kinda pain to get, so I wouldn't really suggest it, but it makes the game so much more comfortable that I cannot go back to not using it. But yeah, it's pretty hard to get, especially if you don't know the route, so...
Okay, I'm just pumping Vitality. It's gonna be useful either way. Oh, also
By the way,
Vermilion, that's a good one.
my webcam was released in 2011. What
That's
the
like
hell?
what? That's
Yep.
like what,
Jesus.
14 years ago? It's fine.
Yeah, but I get I get having hardware from that time. I mean, I still have my PSP, but the fact that the mic is... I use the mic for podcasts,
Yeah.
and it just works no problem for some godforsaken reason.
One huge thing that I wish that came back was the Logitech USB desktop microphones. I'm not sure if you guys remember what it is.
I've never used one, I think.
It's kind of a standing microphone with a base and a rather small microphone, but the sound quality was pretty good and it was rather loud, if you ask me. Like I could go to my kitchen and everybody would hear me pretty cleanly.
Oh.
And for the quality and all that, it was unreasonably cheap. It was like 120 zlotys
Okay.
compared to like the Blue microphones, which are about 400 or 500. I kinda wish I stocked up on them because there's no, like, really not a a single chance in hell you are going to get any nowadays.
I imagine you just. Oh my god. My brain projected an image from that old fucking 50 Shades of Grey meme that the protagonist says to the main girl, like, I have unconventional desires. And the room opens and it's just like 25 Logitech microphones.
That's kind of a wet dream of mine. I'm not going to lie.
That's a rat? Yeah. That's a rat.
Yeah, the good old source of humanity and
Yes.
poison.
Wait.
Perfectly normal.
Ah,
rat
misclicked. Ah!
being human.
I have no clue where the fuck am I again. We can make a soup with this rat out. I don't know if I would want to.
Mate,
For-
the inside joke of the League community is that the rats in Dark Souls 1 show more humanity than Cadral's community.
I mean, I can say that. It's like large streamer community, humanity, which is one.
Yeah.
Yes. That's just a freebie workshop, that one.
Okay, then that is close. Or rather, I cannot go there. Still, I'm misinputting because I want to sprint with the fucking trigger. Ah!
Oh, don't worry. I'm trying to sprint with the bumper because of Monster Hunter.
No.
This is why playing games on PC is a blessing, because I find Monster Hunter so much easier to play with keyboard and mouse.
Exactly, I am the same.
Only with a gamepad.
I am the only person that I know, now there is two of them, that finds Monster Hunter easier with a PC control. What?
That was a pretty nice teleporting hollow.
Yeah.
As Shin will say, and I would agree this time, never happened to me before.
Neither did
I mean-
to me, actually.
I mean, there are many weird things that did happen to me, but teleporting hollows are not one of those.
Yeah. There are teleporting dogs in Dark Souls 3, but...
I mean, literally, it's like you can see them suddenly appearing in the air and falling down just behind you.
Yeah. It's so fucking stupid. I love it.
You don't really have to turn the camera around or anything. You just see behind you. They like appear stopped in the midair, and they fall down and they start chasing you.
Aww.
It's so dog shit, I love it.
Dog shit.
With the jokes.
Uh,
Okay, I picked up a shield. Let me see that.
It's probably worse
It's worse.
than the heater shield.
They just know how to play the game, unlike you.
You should check the detailed display for the items.
Detailed, it's
because-
a
A toggle display, I mean.
toggle display.
Which
That's
is
an...
square.
Oh,
because,
okay, I can see it like that.
Yep.
Okay.
You probably should compare the damage reductions for the shields, because on default it shows the attack, which you probably would never do with the shields.
Yeah.
With
If you are going to use a shield, it's the best to aim for a shield that has 100 physical reduction, which
And
you
it-
have now.
yeah, and
Yeah.
if you have two shields with 100, you should compare the stability because it affects how much stamina.
Yeah.
you lose
Okay,
when
okay.
guarding. And one thing about controls that I haven't explained yet, you can technically jump in this game. You have to sprint.
Yeah,
and-
you have to sprint and then it's like press. Oh.
Yeah.
I know, and I
Uh,
hate this so fucking much. I honestly hate this so much.
I'm never sure because it changes between games, but in some games you press the left stick, and in some games you press the sprint button. and sometimes you can change it and sometimes not. So I keep forgetting which one is
Yeah.
it in this one.
I believe if it's Dark Souls Remastered, you can change it, but I'm not sure.
Okay, not that it matters to me.
There are some places where you
Oh, it
Probably.
will.
where you should jump. I mean, isn't there like an obligatory one?
The witch.
At-
Isn't the witch
Yeah.
the one where you need to jump?
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't think you technically need to jump, but
I'm not.
it
I'm not
is easier. It is easier.
It depends. Then again.
You're assuming
go.
that I'm gonna reach the witch first, which is already a interesting thing.
You're doing fine for now, so I don't see why not.
We are playing the first the first
I know
area
that-
of the game.
I know, but some people who would be new to the game would probably struggle even here. So you're doing fine for now.
Auto mod thing allow. I remember being stuck here for so long because my camera usage skill is at a -1 level, minus level and these packing jumps left and right. Yeah, I can understand it.
Oh yeah, and I just remembered.
I hate this fucking jump.
Jesus, the hollows. I just remembered that when you talked about Monster Hunter and the mouse and keyboard,
Yep.
I think I would prefer using mouse and keyboard for the bow since it allows me to aim better.
Yeah.
But I'm so used to movement with the controller that I try
Yeah,
to play with keyboard
probably.
and mouse, and I simply. I'm not going to say can't.
Whoa.
I am unable to dodge anything when I'm using keyboard to move around.
That's
And
understandable.
I kind of hate it because I would prefer to use mouse to aim. I mean, I'm not going to say that the controller is bad for aiming, but I could see why it would be better. Oh yeah, that's a pretty fun interactive gimmick of spears that you can use them from behind the shields.
Okay, valid, I guess. I can get there from here, or do I have to go around? I'm unable to dodge anything. It's just like me. Okay.
The first master key door.
Yeah. I am tempted to do the counter. Wait, it has a chain.
Every chest has a chain.
Okay. Okay, because like I from what I've heard, you can kind of recognize the mimic chests or not.
Yeah, there is a way. If you want me to tell it, I can say it.
Yeah, sure. Let me know. I don't want to like randomly get mimicked to death.
It depends on the direction of the chain.
Okay.
I would honestly have to see them, but I believe that if the chain is towards you, it's a mimic, and if
Yes,
it's
if the tips are pointing towards you, it's a mimic.
yes, and you always can attack the chest.
Yeah,
if it's
yeah.
not a mimic, if it's not a mimic, it will not
Okay.
break or anything. At least in DS1 and 3 and every normal game.
Yes.
The DS2 can break your wooden chest and put the stuff inside into rubbish.
Yeah. That was what I was afraid of. I don't know if I want to touch this guy. YOLO, I guess.
Can you parry?
No. Probably. I'll run away because I'm tired and losing it. Have a good night, Patrick. Have a good night. Have a good night.
Technically, you can parry with L2, but the question is whether you want to try.
I think you should get used to parrying on easier enemies because
Yeah.
the Black Knight. It just when it's not that he's hard to parry, but when you fuck up, you take like
Yeah.
half of damage.
Yeah, that's kind of a problem. You should probably go the other way around. Oh no. Oh no.
I hear him.
Are you gonna make it? Yep. I think he cannot follow you up there.
He can't.
Yep.
Oop.
I personally like circling around them, but it may be kind of risky at times.
Don't
Get a
know what to
hit me
do.
feeling.
I have to go behind them, like, in some way. Like, I have to go there, right? Yeah.
Yeah, but it's a bit risky, especially with the guy on your back.
Yeah. What's the bonfire? There was a bonfire nearby.
Yeah, it's a bit behind you.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember where it was.
I like the way he approaches the ladder, like he's locked in.
Bro, trying to figure out how to
He is not programmed to climb, but he fucking wants to.
Bro.
I love it.
That was a bit risky, and I would never dare to do that myself, but on that platform.
I don't think you would even take damage if you fell down there.
I mean, I could see a scenario where you would fall down completely. And
Here is the
that's what
bonfire.
I wouldn't want
Not
to
here.
risk.
Not here.
Don't you want to level up for you here? Lol.
Fuck you.
Lol. I didn't know. I didn't know he wouldn't despawn when you rested.
Jesus Christ.
I was pretty sure that he would despawn the moment you set at the.
Okay, first
bonfire.
real death.
It might be that he was too close and you
Yeah.
just sat at the bonfire and
Yeah,
got
probably,
up without
probably.
accessing the menu.
Probably.
Oh yeah, reminds me of Sekiro.
I just clicked again. I want to level up. Give me the level up. I have some levels. Yeah, strength increases my...
Strength and Dex will increase your damage,
Yeah. Yeah.
and you usually need more strength for equipping stuff.
Ah, let's put in. I heard you use the bonfire. Nothing person. I keep teleport me. Cool. My first night and that's this place here.
The one thing that I like about watching other people play Souls games is that I see things that would never have happened to me, and for some ungodly reason happened to someone else.
Bro, that's kind of a thing often with watching other people play games in general, to be fair.
Especially the games that you know like the back of your hand.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's something else if I'm watching a game that I barely know, right? Or like I know played once. Then of course I could see something completely new.
Well,
But if it's the game that I've completed like 7 times, and I still see stuff like that, then
Yeah.
I'm just like, how?
Your ass did not complete DS1 7 times.
I'm pretty sure I did.
wait, I got another new armor.
I mean, I'm not willing to say that I completed DS1 7 times on Steam,
It seems
and
worse.
even then, to be perfectly honest, I have enough hours for me to do so. I have 150 hours in DS1 on Steam.
What was that kick?
Did I complete DS1 IRL? As far as I know, I didn't burn up by linking some magical fire, so I don't think so. About the part when I'm testing games, when I doesn't wait when I don't play them. That's unfortunately not how it works. Although I could imagine myself watching stuff like this and being like, maybe I should send a bug report about that.
There is
for a
a
10-year-old
crossbowman
game.
behind me.
Many such cases, is all I'm gonna say.
there is a crossbowman on here. I forgot about you.
Crossbowman.
Titanite shard. That's the upgrade item, right? I remember
Yes.
correctly.
Yep, although you aren't able to use it for a moment.
Ah. Hey, I don't know if I want to touch that knight. Just gonna go here. I misclicked
kinda
once
difficult.
again. That's a classic at this point.
And that's a classic DS1 experience as well.
I hate it.
I mean, it could have been worse.
Yeah, I know
could
it could have been or like sure, it always can be worse. I still disliked it.
You can roll through it.
Yes, and there are some spots in the game where such trap would kill you without you getting to do anything about it.
Okay, there is a boss. That's a Taurus demon, right? Right.
Yep.
Oh. What's behind the door then?
Death.
Second
not even
master door key.
Well, when she's saying death, he's not kidding.
Yeah.
Are we talking about the bone zone or something?
No.
Okay.
I mean, if you want to get really, really technical, there is something bone related down there.
And it's you getting boned.
Nah, I mean the dragon tooth. If you consider
Yeah.
teeth being kinda bone slow.
Oh,
Yes.
yeah, I'm just gonna YOLO the Taurus demon. But honestly, I wish like the closest bonfire is there, right? There is nothing
Yep,
close.
the one you rested at.
Yeah. Okay, then it's gonna be fun running here.
Technically, if you had to humanity, you could get it to restore 10 Estus, but I'm not sure if that's.
I have the
The
humanities,
bonfire.
but I don't know if I want to use it.
Uh-huh.
I know that you can plunge attack from here, the Taurus demon.
It's kind of cheesy strategy.
You could also go there first because there are snipers
Yep.
up there.
The
Oh.
archers, or rather crossbowmen, but
Oh, that might have been a good idea to go there first.
yep. I'm not sure if the Taurus demon will deal with them, but
That was a very funny plunging attack.
speaking of, someone's dead. Or not, is it? I thought that demon would deal damage with that. Nice tracking.
Ah!
I thought it wouldn't track that well, to be honest.
Yeah, exactly. I was surprised too.
Well, I
I-
also didn't think it would track that well, I guess.
To be honest, I'm so used to cheesing it with plunging attacks that I barely remember the actual fight.
Really? I don't think I've ever plunged like him.
I can't
despise-
run like that. Ah!
Nah, it's
Well,
not.
I can, but I'm just not. Ah!
It's kinda risky.
Yeah, I'm just
wouldn't.
gonna slowly crawl
wouldn't
my
do it
way
myself.
there again.
Have a nice night at work, Vermilion.
Have a nice night.
One time I had a very easy fight with Taurus because he decided to eat himself from the bridge. Me and Seversi had a similar experience when we were playing seamless co-op in Elden Ring DLC, when one of the most climactic... Oh my... I've seen that coming! the moment you started to... The moment you started attacking near the stairs, I actually saw that coming even before the screen showed it.
It's the canon event. It's a canon event for the new
Yeah.
Dark Souls players.
Hey.
I can defend saying this, but Mimi is like, oh, Jesus. The fire bombs. The game is actively trolling you at this point.
Yeah. The rite of passage has commenced.
Yep.
I hate this. I actually hate this. Okay.
I'm not quite sure what it is about the Souls games, but the experience is always like the first run you're doing pretty fine, you're doing okay, and the moment you die, everything goes down
Yep.
the gutter.
That's kind of how it is.
Even if you keep doing the same things you did previously, it just goes so bad.
Okay. Got these fuckers.
Yep.
I'll
So-
go upstairs.
I was gonna say that someone might be following you, but I wasn't sure about that. I just heard some steps behind you. I always keep forgetting how many hollows are there on the way to Taurus. I know I don't have to fight all of them, but still.
Yeah, there is quite a few. There is quite a few. I'm not sure if I like it.
Makes the runbacks quite.
Yeah, they are just
especially-
annoying. Like the nice aim?
I mean,
Question mark?
I mean, then again, they make you die if you ignore them, so it's not like they're just annoying.
I mean, you could say that they are annoying because they make you die. I don't know. Hello, soldier
I mean-
helmets. Oh?
I
Can
mean
you-
that
can you-
they are. If you do forward plus attack, you perform a kick. that
Yeah,
breaks
I
shields.
noticed that I can like, do something like that. I did one by accident actually.
Mhm.
And there
I
is
just
the barrel.
remembered now.
Oh, there is no barrel anymore.
It's one time event, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yeah, it seems like that. It seems like that. Yup, yup. Okay, we are going back. I will take down
Yeah.
the crossbowmen first.
Yep.
Because I didn't know about them actually.
Do you know? Forgot?
Hmm?
You didn't know, or you?
I
forgot
didn't know
about it?
actually. Or maybe I forgot.
Ah.
Like, I actually got here, so I probably like killed them, but I forgot.
I can't believe I'm saying this, but new Mini Song Fog. Well, I will be listening to it tomorrow, I think, because it comes out officially on June the 1st.
I don't even know who are we talking about, so...
So the day after tomorrow.
Yup.
Yes, I'm very stupid.
You forgot that May has 31 days.
Yes.
Yup. It do be
I
like
can't
that
mistake.
sometimes.
I was buying a ticket for a train to Austin today, and I was like, wait, what do you mean? 1st of June? It's tomorrow, and my ticket should be for Sunday. Huh?
Oh no.
We are just one brain in 3 bodies.
One brain cell as well.
Okay.
It's kinda weird how the attack didn't make you fall down, but you still took pretty much the whole damage.
Yep, I got the full damage from it. An expensive viewers. Yeah, Sylvia, if you're here, please fuck up that bot. Oh, I'm dead.
No, you're not.
I kinda am.
I'm
Thank
not
you,
sure
Sylvia.
if you'll make it. If you... Oh, actually, good. I thought you would heal up first, then plunge. But it's fine as well. As long as you make it out alive. It's fine.
That was an optimistic move from him.
Yeah, kinda. Huh? I wanted to run.
That's one of my biggest gripes with the DS1 controls. I tend to roll when I want to run way too much. And I don't think I experienced that in other Souls games.
In something else. No worries, no worries.
Mate, you know what I'm gonna say, right?
I do not experience that in Dark Souls 2. I don't care what your experience
No,
was.
no. I wasn't even going to mention that forbidden game.
You were going to say skill issue, right?
No, I do not experience that at all in the Dark Souls 1.
Which probably means it's a skill issue of mine.
That might
No, I fucked up. I missed the buttons. Ah!
It's alright.
Plunging attacks usually have rather large...
Yeah, but I
So
pressed the wrong
I-
buttons because yeah,
Oh.
my
Okay.
being used to different games.
Okay.
A good habit that you would be well to learn soon is that it's usually better to roll into attacks.
Yeah, I know. I know
than,
that.
than behind yourself.
It depends on the monster, to be honest.
Mostly, but it is a very helpful strategy.
I
But
feel like
can
I
fuck
feel-
you up sometimes, but
I feel like that's a good strategy in DS3 and Elden Ring.
oh, that's
Not so much in DS1 and 2, where quite a few attacks have some sort of lingering hitbox, where even if you roll into them, you still take some damage.
very, very close. You get him next time.
Yeah.
Oh, I need to get to him first. Ah,
You were literally the mist plunged away
Yeah,
from winning
from-
this fight.
Yes.
true. To be fair, like, you're running behind me. Of course, you're running behind me. Like, to be fair, like, I would try to roll into him, but like the one.
Thank you, Dark Souls.
Very welcome.
Cool.
To be fair, FromSoft did not learn because it happens to this day. Like Night Rain came out today, and Lacon is still fucky like that sometimes.
Yeah.
Yep.
Like the reason why I don't like not trying to roll into the Taurus demon is that I feel like there is literally no spot to roll. Like
You get iframes from rolling, so
yeah, but like you still get hit. Like I get the like mini hit, the small hit.
timing is pretty tight on that, especially with mid rolls.
Yeah.
I tend to sacrifice my defense for light rolls nowadays, but it just means you have to roll pretty much everything.
Yeah. Actually, don't need to kill these guys. That might be very useful to just skip them then.
I know that some people do not mind mid rolls in DS1. I'm too used to DS3 and forwards having faster rolls.
I'm not used to anything.
Which makes you more accepting of the game as is, I would say.
Nope.
You don't have some things you are used to.
Nope. Wrong.
Some inherent biases.
Current biases. My bias is that I generally don't really see the. That's not fair. I see the appeal of Dark Souls games, but I just don't see them as like that good as people say.
You see the appeal, but you do not enjoy them yourself.
Yeah. Yeah, and at the same time, I feel like they are still a bit overrated, but that's just me.
I could
Dark Souls
see.
1 for sure is.
But
I could
that one 100%.
I could see this one being overrated, these two being not really
Properly
overrated.
rated.
Probably, since it's considered the worst game, and I could see why people are saying that, even if I might not necessarily agree.
Yeah, Dark Souls 3 is properly rated as the best one in the Souls series.
Including Elden Ring.
Yeah, and I think that
I
if you
did
include
this
all,
series.
if you include Elden Ring, I think it's underrated then. Because
You
I
mean
feel like
PS3 is underrated?
everyone and their mother is saying that Elden Ring is better.
I think I honestly believe Elden Ring to be too different to Dark Souls 3 to fully compare the two.
I usually say that Elden Ring is a game where you play a Souls character against Bloodborne enemies. As in, you are way too slow compared to what the enemies expect you to do.
I don't agree with that for most of the game. There is some prime bullshit in Elden Ring, but overall, I don't agree with that.
I never felt like enemies in say 3 would combo you infinitely, which in Elden Ring happens. I'm not going to say often, but it does happen often enough for you to notice.
It is noticeable, yes. It is not that overwhelming for me, at least.
Can you do attack? Thank you.
Like in all Souls games, I would say that after enemy attacks, and you know what attack it was, you have a certain window that you can be sure that both did that attack, and you have this window. In Elden Ring, not really. The boss can just randomly put another attack into the string, or follow up his a very long combo with.
And that's
another,
amazing. Oh,
another
he
combo.
didn't hit me. Sorry.
Nice. Well played.
That's called a mix-up, Shinji. You don't understand.
Which doesn't really happen in Souls games, which is my point. Oh, God bless.
Peak.
Being blocked against something is peak Souls experience.
Yes.
Yeah.
About the best thing that happens to pretty much everyone at a point is getting blocked against the wall, against a boss that you cannot reliably roll in such scenario.
I
There's
think
not
I
a
did-
chance.
I did- No, I don't.
There's not a chance you're playing through a Souls game without experiencing it at least once.
At least once, yeah.
One hit.
Yeah.
Almost, yeah.
Just hit him with anything.
Nice.
Thank fucking
Well
god.
played. Well played.
Thank fucking god. I hate the arena. I hate this bridge. I'm gonna be honest. I think this bridge is so fucking stupid.
It is a bit too tight. if you
Like,
want to,
I
fight
know
him
that I can
reliably.
get him to the tower and I can fight him fairly normally there.
Yeah, you can. If you want to find him in a normal way, I would say you go up the tower.
Yeah. Because like he jumps
can
there.
jump there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I know. But
And of course, you can chase him with plunging attacks.
yup. Yep.
You managed to defeat the Scudivo demon.
Oh,
yeah,
I
bridge.
don't like this bridge. I've seen that bridge. I know. Actually,
but-
I can kind of bait it to like kill the hollows,
No.
right?
Well, you are going to die.
Okay.
I'm not quite sure.
What?
Yeah. You get used to it.
Yeah, but at least I
At-
got souls.
At this point, I'm not quite sure if you can do anything. She needs more experience with DS1. Is there any way for him to survive this without returning to the previous bonfire?
I actually don't know because I always just run to the stairs.
I think if he starts running now, the dragon is going to be active.
Wait,
He might be. He might be active before he reaches the stairs.
wait.
if
I am supposed to go there, right?
Yep.
Technically, you're supposed to run through the bridge and go to the left or to the right side before the fire reaches you. But, well,
That's cool. That's cool. And no bonfire here, right? Right?
there's a
Yeah.
shortcut exactly what I said.
Yeah. If you
Where?
run through the bridge before the dragon
Oh.
arrives, you
Uh,
get the shortcut.
If you
Oh.
want to be safe with yourselves, you
Yeah,
should return the way you came back.
I am going to the bonfire. I don't care. I've spent way too much time. Like the run back would like I think mentally break me at this point. I hate the run back.
I mean, you still will have to return there.
Yeah, but at least I don't have to
But-
worry about losing 6k souls.
Yeah, you can just level up.
And no boss respawning.
Yeah,
Yeah,
and no
both
boss
of it is
respawning,
coming.
so I'll have Estus actually.
Yep.
And at least my run back to the bonfire is like enemy free.
Yep. I'm not quite sure what about the dragon, whether it spawns back where it was where you left him. But we'll see.
I don't know. We'll see, as you said.
I'm so used to running through the bridge the moment I get there that I honestly do not know what happens now. You probably should get some points in endurance as well to get more stamina.
Yeah.
I do not really expect you to get enough equip load to do fast rolls because DS1 is weird in that context.
Is there a stat that I can... Ah, the equip load there. Okay.
Rolls depend on the percentage, and if I remember correctly, DS1 is 25% or 30. I think 25 for fast rolls.
I think it's no, it is 25. It is 25 in Dark Souls 1.
And you pretty much have to wear no armor for most of the game, at least until you get stuff to boost equip load. And I mean some major stuff to boost equip load. I mean, I can see what they intended to do with that, where if you are using low equip load, you are supposed to dodge everything, and if you get hit, you are punished for it very badly.
Yep.
But still, I think Souls games are designed around rolls way too much for it to be that way.
They went a bit overboard with the numbers. Like 30% would not hurt.
Even 30 is...
I know it's like 1 to 2 units in the late game, but
25% for fast rolls, okay. That's what Sebastian is saying. Okay, I was 100% sure I'm getting hit there, to be fair. I did
What
not
I
expect...
hated- What I hate about it is the fact that you cannot use any large weapons and fast roll for most of the game.
you can use large weapons, but you can't wear any armor with it.
No. I don't. I do not mean that, and that's the problem. Let me check something.
This loud
Actually,
was-
no. I was over exaggerating. 500 was 10, weighs 10. I thought I was heavier.
I am a dedicated strength player in these games. I know these things.
I think Sorko couldn't use Black Knight Greysword right now without any armor and get fast rolls.
Yeah, no shit, he's like level 12 or something.
Still, you said that without armor you can fast roll. And I mean, you cannot. That's my point.
He's in the first fucking area. I wouldn't expect that.
He has to invest quite a lot of stats just to wear it. I don't mean fast rolling, but just wearing it. That's my point.
It's I didn't know we were framing it as in the very beginning of the game.
You have the high ground.
Because
I do have a
obviously
high ground.
I agree if you mean the very beginning of the game. Like if you want to wield a Black Knight Greatsword at level 15, your ass is toast. But
You're not going to be able to wear it until like level 30 anyways because of the stats
yes,
requirements. I mean, of course you can two-hand it, but you get the point.
but
You're going to spend the points rather equally into vitality, strength, and stuff. So even if you, I know, say, were meant to get like 20 vitality and enough stats to one-hand the BK sword, that means you cannot get any stamina until level like, what, 40, 45? And you still will have to fat roll with it. And 45 is like Analondo level. So I wouldn't say it's early game at this point.
Oh.
As for the bridge, I believe you have to run and turn right as soon as you can.
Mm-hmm. Hey,
You
yo.
might take a hit from the fire, but just roll with it.
yeah, don't block the
Turn
fire.
right, turn right, turn right, right. Oh, it didn't.
No,
so-
Don't worry.
gain breath. You can go down the stairs here for the shortcut. Behind you.
Ah. Okay. Then I kinda did fuck up at the end. Oop, oop, oop.
That's fine.
And I'm assuming there should be some sort of door.
Not here,
huh?
take the other door. Take the other door.
Yeah.
Yep. And keep.
Here, and you will have a ladder to kick.
Yep. You can keep the ladder
Okay.
straight to the bonfire.
Let's go.
Now you can reset the bonfire to refresh the SS.
Bro, I forgot. I was like, okay, now I can continue, and then I was like, wait, I forgot about my Estus.
Since it's directly next to the
Yeah,
shortcut.
There is
There's
no
no harm.
reason not to do it.
No harm.
I don't need to up it. That's probably like the main thing that I kind of like think that Dark Souls does well, like doing shortcuts to previous areas. Like from
Yeah,
what I've seen.
DS1 is very shortcut heavy. They will give you like 2 bonfires per area and 7 shortcuts for each.
Yeah, Dark Souls,
I mean,
Dark
of
Souls
course.
1 is immaculate with this.
Yeah, and I don't think any other Souls game does that. Just
Oh,
as
not,
well.
not even close.
Okay, and I have to run there, right? Under the dragon.
Wait until the Drake comes down and then
Yeah.
make a run for it.
The Drake comes
pretty much.
down. Wait.
It's
Yes.
gonna take a bit, but it is going. Don't go out. Don't go out to sit.
Okay, he went away.
He returns.
No.
Ah,
He returns.
okay.
You just have to wait until it
Ah,
goes
so he will just. I just have to wait until he fucks off. Understandable.
down. Not exactly fucks off, but you'll see the point.
Yeah. If I'll see something happen, I'll.
Yep. Now
Okay.
you can run for it. Yeah, run for it.
Classic.
That's how it
Yeah.
works. I love that I was fucking blocked by the foot. What?
Oh, you're alive.
What?
I saw that he was alive.
I was sure I'm dead also. Hello, Roga.
No,
What?
no, I saw that. I saw the sliver of HP left, and I honestly thought that your input broke with the pickup of Claymore or something.
Jesus.
I think that Drake should be gone by now.
It
One-
does return if you go too far from the bridge, I think. I mean, too far onto the bridge.
It's kind of weird, and
It is.
technically you can get a nice sword from the Drake, and whenever I try to get it, I cannot get it to spawn back. Oh yeah, and getting the actual sword, which I just mentioned, is a pain in the ass, so I do not suggest doing it at this point.
It's the tail one.
Yes.
Tail
Yep.
one?
I usually cut it with using the bow and just
Yeah,
snipe him from below.
Cutting
Bow
a
and
tail
arrows.
with bow is fucking peak. What you call it, Monster Hunter energy.
Yeah.
Yep. Better than
We
cutting it
have
with a hammer.
resident bow user in the house.
Yeah, I know. That's why I remember that. I know that the Claymore is like two-handed by design.
No, I mean, if you
Yeah, I
get
know.
one more point in strength, you
Yeah,
can
yeah.
use it one-handed. I was gonna say make sure the animation is fine for you,
Yeah.
because the greatsword is a bit slow.
Yeah.
But greatswords are still manageable. Ultra
Yeah.
greatswords are Jesus fucking Christ! I hate
Yeah.
ultra
I'll
greatswords.
I'll run around a
DS1
little bit
are-
with
Just,
Claymore.
just remember that you technically can guard with the Claymore, but
Yeah,
you're gonna
but
take
it's, like,
damage,
shitty.
and it takes a lot of stamina, so
Yeah.
I wouldn't really suggest doing that. You can
Yeah.
get level up.
You
if you
could
want.
also just level up one point
Yeah.
and get it
Yeah.
to be usable one-handed.
Yeah, especially since you have also that either way.
It's still so funny that some random fucking enemy can just use Estus. It's like, what?
I don't think all the games do that.
Yeah, that's
least-
why I'm like super
At least not
surprised by
that.
it.
At least not that I remember right now.
Okay.
Doesn't someone in DS3 drink Estus?
What the fuck am I looking at? That's a pig.
That
Yeah,
is a big.
it's a metal boar. I mean, invaders for sure use Estus, but I
Yeah,
believe
but
that's not what you're
that's-
asking.
Yeah, but invaders are not a normal regular enemy in my mind.
Yeah.
Silver and Black Knights do not use Estus, I believe, because
They don't.
Yeah, that's kind of what I expected of Metal Boar.
yeah, there is kind of a weak spot. One could say a chink in the armor in there.
Yeah.
Ah,
As one streamer I know would say, fizz the pig.
Yes. Wrong game, but the idea remains.
yep.
Fizz the pig!
Peak.
Technically, if you equip just your fist, you could literally...
Yeah, I know. I'm not doing that.
Good job.
Bro,
was-
penetrated the boar!
That was,
Ah!
that was surprisingly clean, since that boar is usually much more aggressive.
Yeah, he was very calm.
I've seen this boar, he was running around next to my faculty yesterday. Why do you have armored boars around?
Yeah, it's the armor part that confuses me.
Yeah. I mean, boars, I believe everyone has them in the city. Armored boars? Excuse me. It's like the memes with the platypus and Perry the platypus.
Yes.
Yeah.
A fun fact, if you didn't know, the bells that you just heard, a signal whenever someone kills the boss in this area.
Oh yeah. I think I know that Easter egg, because that's essentially an Easter egg, to be fair. I think I heard it once.
I still find it somewhat surprising that we get to hear this even nowadays,
Yeah.
despite the game being rather, well, old at this point.
These games will live forever.
I guess.
I mean, Dark Souls, especially the first one, shaped the action games as we know it today, kind of.
What do you mean everything has to be Souls-like nowadays?
Mate, they rebooted God of War to be a Souls-like. It's insane, the heritage that Dark
You
Souls
you
1
call it a
left.
Souls-like? You call the new God of War a Souls-like?
It is... It has the Souls-like control scheme. And the gameplay loop.
The first one I can agree, the second one, no. I disagree. Hard disagree.
I mean, I have not played Ragnarok. I only played the...
Yeah, I
game.
also didn't, but I just disagree. I simply disagree. It's like, for me, like, that is one of the examples of, like, overusing the term Souls-like.
I mean, it's a bit, well, like everything has to be a Souls-like whenever stuff has some similarities.
I feel like we reached the point where if you have like the Estus adjacent healing item, like the healing item with the mechanics of Estus, it's instantly a Souls-like. I feel like we reached that point.
Oh,
I
yeah,
don't agree with that.
and if you have rolls with iframes,
Yeah, you have rolls with iframes, and you have like this like replenishable healing, limited healing item, like the like you have 5 slots and you replenish them every time you get to fucking insert your spot that you want to put it in, like a save point or whatever. I feel like that makes it Souls-like instantly, and I hard disagree with it, and I really hate it. Because like for me like one more thing is needed for it to be a Souls-like, and that's the currency/experience system.
That is fair.
And like, oh no, you don't look like someone I want to touch.
I'm not going to lie, I still wouldn't call Hollow Knight Souls-like.
Yeah, because it's Metroidvania.
But still, it fulfills pretty much every
Yeah.
criteria you said.
It is
And-
very influenced by the Souls series.
And you also get the good old Souls. If you die, you lose your stuff that you have to pick up later on.
Yeah.
I'll check out the in a moment, Roga.
Yep. Yeah, but like for me, like you have to at least have those 3. And Ragnarok is for me, or like the God of War, the first one is like not it, like definitely not it. That shield is technically a bit better, but I'll just leave it for now. Not that I need a better shield.
If you get a better one, you doesn't have to equip it.
Yep. Okay. Titanite shard, let's go.
Technically, you're pretty close to the area where you can actually upgrade your weapons.
What?
And you also have Knight at your back.
Wielding the fabled Baldur's Swag Stick.
Yep. And
he's
I'm
dead.
kind of surprised he didn't bother to parry.
These ones can't.
Are you sure about that?
Yes, the small ones, the small shield ones can.
Uh-huh.
The small shield one also didn't want to parry.
He did, but you staggered him before he finished the parry animation.
Okay, that's
Because he
understandable.
only parries, I believe he only parries when he's in a certain stance.
Yeah, I noticed that he's like changing the stance. Yep.
Yeah.
And then I
Just
noticed that
staggers
he
him
was
out
like
of
trying
the
to block
animation.
kinda, and he was just getting staggered over and over again.
Yes.
And I kinda dig that. Halbard, okay. I don't know if I want to use the spear yet. Oh no. What?
If I remember correctly, the heavy attack animation of Claymore is a thrust attack,
It is.
so that may help. Yeah, it has a bit more range, and it's much more helpful in scenarios where you're in a tight spot, tight corridor, and you
Well-
also
Careful
have
on your
two
left side. Yeah.
enemies.
That's a cool fight you got there, Dark Souls.
You'll get used to it. Oh yeah, this I believe is.
Yeah, that's
Yep.
that's the stance. Yep.
Prepared.
Very strong.
Ah! You're alive. You're
Huh?
alive. You're alive.
You have like 1 HP. Like
Yeah.
literally 1 HP.
Yep.
Come on,
And you're
attack
not
me.
going to. Yep. I would suggest. Oh. Oh no. Ah.
Oh
hell.
no.
Motherfucker killed with full HP. I'm getting BM'd by enemies in Dark Souls. Okay, that was the way. That was the way. At least I got the shortcuts open.
Yeah.
But wait, okay, the pig is not there, but those motherfuckers on the bridge are.
I was gonna say that if the enemy has a special dying animation, they usually don't respawn, but that's also not universally applied rule. There are some enemies that have that whole vanishing animation and they still reappear.
Oh.
Especially in the best area of the game where there are 70 bosses copy-pasted around.
Yeah. Peak Dark Souls 1 experience.
Yep. I mean, we might disagree on a lot of things about this one, Witchin, but we mostly agree that the second half of the game is pretty bull.
Oh no, it's objectively not shit. Like,
Emerald tomorrow, yeah, Emerald should be tomorrow, yep.
like the demon ruins and all shit around that, it's just objectively awful.
Out of the 4 areas, there is one that could be called good, one that could be called average, and 2 that are bull. I am willing to admit that New Londo is acceptable if you're doing well enough to not use up the curses.
I don't mind New Londo at all. I quite like it.
I don't mind New Londo simply because the ghost can attack you through walls. And
There is that one room that I fucking hate and everyone else does, but overall, it's okay.
I've been shown
Is
off
that
with,
is that the room where you're like running around at the super high? Are we talking about that room? With
No.
all the archers?
No, the other Londo.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jesus. I hate this bridge. I hate this small bridge here. Not gonna lie.
Technically, you could just run through at this point.
Yeah, I guess.
You could also ignore the inside of the church and just run around.
Nah, I want to like.
I mean, he'll have to go through it anyways. Although there is also
Yeah, but not before the next bonfire.
I mean, I was going to say that there's a smith and a bonfire next to him, so you could go and grab that. But at this point, I believe you're better off going through the church, anyways.
Yeah, Mama didn't raise no fucking coward. Let's fucking do it.
Ah,
Rapiers are usually faster than the
yeah,
other
yeah,
weapons,
but I
so-
just got like annoyed with like the moment I pressed, he also pressed. That was some Tekken experience right there.
You'll get used to input reading in Souls games.
That is not input reading in
I know,
this one.
I know.
But in starting with DS3, I think input reading is was introduced to the series, and in Elden Ring is just fucking awful sometimes.
Okay, the annoying motherfucker down. Let's go.
Now for the easier one.
Yep.
Oh, you two-shot him. Nice.
Yeah,
He dropped something.
Titanite shards. There one.
Nice.
I don't like this guy.
I would
know.
say,
You can ignore him.
yeah, enter the room and run to the right.
Okay. Okay,
After
I
you
see.
exit the church, just send it straight. Just
Yep.
send it fully straight.
Yep.
Fully
Okay.
straight ahead.
I'm not
Okay.
sure if the guy follows you because I have seen way
Please
more
following
than
me.
I have seen way.
follow you to the bonfire.
Where
Let me
is the
just say that I
bonfire?
have down there,
Down there.
down the stairs. Let me just say that I have seen enough clips of people trying to activate the bonfire and dying to stuff in there. And I don't necessarily mean the Smith, who's one floor down. But yeah, you can rest, and it's pretty much a safe bonfire to
Yeah.
enter the church. And
in this series, there's some bonfires that are unintentionally, but sometimes traps. Like there is one in DS2 that you just sit at and get immediately shot in the head on repeat.
Okay,
if you're happy with the claymore,
yeah,
most
I
of
am very
the-
happy so far. I am a big fan so far.
It's a very common weapon to get used to for new players. I think you can buy a Titanite shard from him as well if you want to upgrade it further.
I don't feel like I want to, like, I don't want to, like, spend all the resources as fast as I can on upgrading. Because I don't yet know if I want to use it or not.
Sure.
I will to level up though. I would want to level up though.
Just remember that most of the weapons that you find are not upgraded, so you will have to upgrade them either way.
Yeah.
Or they will be weaker than the one.
Yeah,
you're
yeah, I
using,
know,
so
I know.
It's mostly a case of whether you like the monster or not, but the resources will have to be spent. And if you do not upgrade your weapons, you will suffer a bit, especially.
Yeah, I know.
From-
I definitely understand that, but I just don't
Sure,
want
sure.
to get
Sure.
all the resources away.
Sure.
Yep.
There's a pretty painful and annoying enemy that
Oh,
I
it's this
absolutely
motherfucker! I
despise.
saw legends about him.
I despise him with all the despise that I can find in myself.
Yeah, there is a great video actually. It's called "How Broken Are Dark Souls Hitboxes" or something like that. And this
I would
this enemy is
absolutely agree
amazing.
with that.
And this enemy is amazing. Like I've seen like the hitboxes that he has, and he has like a random hitbox on fucking wrong arm that is lingering 70 million frames after the attack. It's honestly glorious, and I love it and hate it at the same time.
This enemy is absolutely dog shit.
Yep.
But to be fair, if you fight this enemy in particular, you are getting prepared for what every enemy does in Dark Souls 2. That is half a job.
You know that I will not agree with that.
That's why I'm saying it.
Bro, literally starting Second World War.
Nah, it's just a running gag at this point.
Yeah, I know.
Yep. If we are being honest with ourselves, we all go like, I prefer playing, but I am not going to argue whether it is better or not.
Valid. Fully valid.
Oh Oh boy, the ragdolls.
I love the ragdoll. They are honestly the best part of the game so far. I love them so much.
The series constant.
You have enough
In
humanity to
every game.
kindle a
Yeah,
bonfire
I
with an
know, I
Estus
know.
flask.
But
I'm
I
not
don't-
sure if it's.
I don't
I'm not
know
sure
if
if
I
it's
want to,
necessary that-
because I will die anyway, and I will burn through them really quickly anyway.
To be perfectly
great
honest,
to kindle this bonfire in particular.
yeah, I was gonna say that this specific bonfire at Andre is a pretty good bonfire to kindle,
Okay.
because you're going to use it for another
Oh,
rather difficult
Okay,
location later.
so it works like I kindled the bonfire, and then every time I use it, I get the extra Estus.
Yes, it's not one time.
Okay, now it changes. Now it changes. Like, okay, then I will listen to the advice.
It would be absolutely unplayable if it was one time only.
Yeah, like I was like,
That is
it's Kindle, right?
Yes.
First you have to reverse Halloween
Halloween first.
Yeah, because
Reverse.
you have to be human to
Yeah.
Kindle. So essentially, whenever you want to Kindle
Humanity
a
restarts.
bonfire, you usually have to
Use to.
have yeah.
Yep.
I mean, unless you're a great player and you do not die, which does not happen all that often, even
Yep.
for people with hundreds of hours.
Yup.
Boys, sadly I will have to bid you farewell, because
That's
I have to go pick up my partner from her work. So
Understandable.
I'm going to peace
Yeah.
out right
Yeah.
now.
Usually go earlier than right now.
Yeah,
just realized.
she usually works until 9. And
That's
it's
that's
9.
understandable and very respectable.
Yep.
Yeah, so. Alright, see you, chat. See you guys. Peace.
Thank you for being here,
I-
by the way, and have a good
Gotcha.
evening. Yep. Yeah. Well, we'll go for like a 20 to 30 minutes more as well, and
Oh my, there are many summoning signs.
yeah,
Just realized. Aren't you going to heal?
yeah. Like I was looking for the button.
Uh-huh.
The big knight is gone. That's a bit sad because it's easy to fight. Hey, do I go up or there? I'll go up.
Yep, you go up, but please be careful, since the next room is quite a pain in the butt.
Mhm.
And I don't exactly mean just because of the knight.
The next room you mean here, right? This way.
Yep.
Oh,
The mage is not the real problem. The real problem is 70 billion hollows that are there. And whenever something is glowing blue like that, they are buffed by the channeler. And I believe they can, at the very least, two-shot, you know? He multi-hits with the trident.
okay. That's a thing to learn, I guess.
Yep.
That was a little bullshit. Not gonna lie. That was quick one.
Part of me wants to say that you get used to it. You're going the wrong way.
Yeah.
The funhouse is closed for now.
Which boss is that actually? Because like I know the bosses. I kinda know the game. Kinda.
The funhouse is not just the boss.
Yeah.
It's an entrance to the location.
Which location is this? The
Sense Fortress, also known as Sense Funhouse or Sense Bounce House.
yeah. Okay. Noted.
It opens after ringing the bells, which is quite a bit from now.
Yeah.
But we're getting there. If everything goes well, I believe we're going to kill the gargoyles today.
We're gonna fight the gargoyles, you wanted to say, because I don't believe we're gonna
Indeed.
kill them.
In DS1, they are not that bad, honestly. Compared to DS2, they are actually kind of nice, I'm going to say. But let me just say this: that's not saying much, because gargoyles in DS2 are
Yeah, isn't there
Like-
like 6 of them in DS2?
yes, and you can fight like 4 at once if you're too slow.
Yeah.
Uh,
But
yeah, You're best off fighting the holes one by one here, because they deal some unserious damage. Be aware of your stamina, please.
Yeah, yeah.
You usually want to have at least some for rolling. The message is strongly suggesting the same
Yeah.
as I did. And I'm not really surprised. I've died here way too many times.
I'll just
Let
kill
me
for be sure. I have 10 of them. Ah!
Let's use magic. Oh boy. Back off and heal. You can roll through the projectiles.
Yeah, I did
to get
once.
him closer.
I'm too bad. Give me a minute to.
I'll say roll towards him, and that gives you an opening to attack.
I keep on messing up the buttons. I keep on messing up the inputs. I hate it so much.
It's understandable. Be careful. And Arthur. Nice. There's still a bit of the location to explore, so I wouldn't go rest just yet if you want
Yeah,
to
yeah,
rest
yeah.
before the boss.
Oh, you mean that I'll have to do that room every single time before?
There is no other shortcut before the guy goes, so yes, pretty much.
That sounds amazing. That sounds cool.
Is it a pain? Yes, but that's a pain you get used to when playing Souls games.
Yeah.
The further you go in the series, the I know more comfortable runbacks to the bosses are, I would say. But the fast games are pretty much horrible with that.
Yeah. Like that. So far, that's like the main issue I have with this game. Like the runbacks are just annoying.
Yeah.
No better word. Annoying.
Uh-huh.
That looks like something.
There's a dead body
But there is. Oh,
with an item. The items often appear with
Yeah.
a bit of a delay.
Yep.
And in the room you entered before, there's a cell at the top that you should be able to open, if I remember correctly. But I'm not sure if that was the key you grabbed.
Mystery key.
Yep.
Oh, and what? I can talk with
you
this guy.
Yeah, you can talk to the guy, Loudtrack.
Yep.
Do you mind spoilers or
No, I don't really care about spoilers ever. For all the people that are in the chat, some spoilers ahead for the game that came out 15 years ago, and everyone knows it.
Oh no, spoilers for Dark Souls. Anyways, Lothric is a guy who is best off killed for two reasons. One, he kills off people at the Firelink Shrine.
Okay.
And two, he gives a pretty good ring if you kill him. But you don't have to kill him here. You can wait until he moves to Firelink.
Okay. So okay.
And people often do wait for it because you can just kick him down into.
Oh yeah, that's the guy. Okay.
Yeah. And the thing about his ring is that whenever you de-equip it, it disappears. So once you start using it, you cannot.
That's the gargoyle entry.
Yep, you should be fine.
I'm just healing just in case. That's gonna be fun.
Should be fine. Honestly, they are not.
First gang boss. They are kinda gang. but they are
Yeah,
not the
but
worst example.
Compared to any other gargoyles in the series, they are
True,
best
fucking
in my opinion.
man-eaters from Demon Souls. Peak,
Ma-
absolute peak.
Man-Eaters from Demos, Gargoyles from Tooth, Gargoyles from Elden Ring, piece trash shit.
Okay. A wrong button.
One thing
Wrong
that
button
I...
again. Wrong button again.
Oh, I heal people.
It will be fine, right? It will be fine.
They'll be fine.
I hate everything. Ah. That was cool. That was a brief.
Bonk. I think you're rolling a bit too early.
I roll too early because when I roll like I think I should,
You got hit by the tail, I think, with the halberd.
yeah, but I rolled through that. Could it be that there is a lingering hitbox at the base of a tail?
It is not
Probably is.
impossible.
Yeah, probably.
It's
Probably
not-
there is.
It's not impossible.
Yeah. That's quality gaming over here.
I do not enjoy lingering hitboxes in Souls games.
Yeah, because it feels like contrary to like the base mechanic of the game, if that makes sense.
Yeah, if the game expects you to roll through things,
Yeah, but then
and
it
you
puts an attack that's it's like impossible to roll through essentially. Or like you can roll through, but in certain situations, and it's like different when it's like a clearly attack that you cannot roll through because it's like clearly long and stuff. But like that strike, I was like 100% sure that I dodged it, and then it turns out nope.
It's like the whole body becomes a hitbox.
Yeah, suddenly the entire
duration
body.
fall attack.
Yeah. Oh no, gargoyle. Yeah. Oh, the mage is gone. Thank fucking lord.
Mages, but 70 holes aren't. At least they deal negligible damage at this point, but if they gang up,
I cannot
it
do it like that.
does stack up.
Mm,
So still, please be careful.
yeah.
Also, I'm not sure if you knew about it, but generally speaking, Souls games have this mechanic where if you are caught in the middle of
Yeah,
an
the
action,
the counter strike. Yep.
yeah, the damage is noticeably higher.
Yep.
To be honest, in Souls games, it's not that noticeable for me.
I think it's Bloodborne that took that to a little bit of an extreme, right?
Yeah, in
But
Bloodborne,
like that,
I feel like
that one is
whenever
like
I get-
kind of. I think there it's like kind of by design. Like I feel like it fits the theme to like have a super high counter hit damage.
Probably, but still, it's probably a skill issue, and I'm saying all that because
I
get
keep on-
hit quite a lot.
I keep on.
Rolling with the wrong key.
Yeah.
Roll with the key on the right. Roll with the key on the right. I mean, you're playing on the controller? Or...
Yeah. Controller.
So yeah, the button on the right.
I hate this.
You gotta learn the timing of when he does the attacks, and I mean that's pretty much how the game usually goes.
Yeah, true. That's fully valid. I just kinda do hate it though. Like I am not having fun.
To be honest, when I'm looking at it, it is kind of difficult to notice when it's flying and you're locked on. But
Yeah.
the camera work in Souls games is notorious for being questionable at times. not to say horrible as well.
What do you mean you cannot say that Souls are horrible or like have horrible parts? I feel like that's Dark Souls in general, like internet's favorite game, and like seeing how people react to Souls on the internet, I feel like you cannot criticize them at all. To some extent.
I feel like that's the case with everything.
Yeah, but I feel like with Souls it's like really like noticeable.
Probably because the game is supposed to be difficult, so whenever someone completes it, they instantly become like, I'm so good at this game, and you need to be good at this game. The game doesn't do anything bad, it's just a skill issue.
Yeah.
I kinda noticed the same with Monster Hunter community. Well, whatever you say that something is horrible, badly designed or anything, people will say that it's a complete skill issue of yours, regardless of what you're complaining about.
I mean, like, I don't know how it is right now, but at least when I was like playing more, like there was a huge like outcry with Alatrian. Like the community was not happy about that fight. People did openly criticize that fight a lot.
I often see people complaining about pretty much everything that came within title updates for Iceborne.
Yeah, like
maybe not Xenogres, but I'm not sure if they were title updates.
I think they were not updates. I think they were from the beginning there, but I might not remember. Or no, they were updated. They were updated.
You could try rolling to the left or right,
Yeah.
since his attacks are mostly forward.
Like I cannot. I was sure.
How?
I was sure that this one is gonna be the horizontal one, because it has the horizontal one and it has the same fucking wind up, and I was sure that's gonna be the horizontal one, but
There's also this absolutely amazing thing about rolling in DS1, where you can only roll in 4 directions when you're locked on something.
oh. Yeah.
It may not be noticeable most of the time, but over time you start noticing that whenever you need to roll, for example, a bit diagonally, and you roll directly into the enemy, all directly to the side.
Yep.
And you start despising that. That's why some people prefer to play unlocked, but I cannot hit enemies for my life whenever I try.
Balder help? Oh.
It seems to be better than.
It seems to be better, yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. You shouldn't be rolling close with that either.
Yeah. Don't think so either.
I'm not going to lie, just looking at it is a bit tiring, considering you have to do that every time.
Yeah, it's definitely not fun. It's like definitely questionable design choices, my favorite parts of any game. But again, it's just like, I feel like it just wastes time, and that's why it's annoying. It just wastes time, and it's like a waste of time that is like extra annoying because you actually have to be semi-careful with it.
I would say that in my average playthrough, most of the deaths I have are from roundbacks. not anything else, just simple runbacks.
I was thinking that. Okay. I'm gonna heal.
Nice. You might be getting hang of this.
Mhm.
You also could fight with your shield race for most of the time, since it has some decent block, as long as your stamina is up for it. Some people call it a pussy way to play the game, but I don't mind. Just remember that when you're holding up the shield, that stamina regens slower, if at all. But it's definitely safe, and I wouldn't discriminate against, especially since I think.
I feel like some attacks are better to be like taken by a shield on a shield, and some are better off dodged.
Yeah, some heavier attacks will just hit through stamina, like no tomorrow.
Oh no!
Oh, there's the second Guru.
Now the fun begins. Oh no, I'm dead.
Ah, you're fine.
You sure?
For now.
Think I'm far enough? Yeah, I am far enough.
I'm horrible with the perspective with the fire attacks. Ow. Oh. I think you were alive when you were falling down.
I think I wasn't, but it's okay. Okay, one last attempt, one last college try, as they say.
Yeah, sure.
This is getting out of hand now that there are two of them. Yeah, I'm not a fan. I am struggling a lot. though, like, I am getting a hang of it as well.
One could say that's what Souls games are about, the struggle.
Yeah.
And people usually find the most joy in actually beating the boss after multiple tries.
Yeah, I guess.
Rather than just breezing through the game. I'm not sure if someone's not following you.
If they...
Ow.
You motherfucker. Wanted to say that if they were, I would have a sword up my ass first already. That would be so annoying if you are not, but you can so easily fall off. I think the fact that I can easily fall off is like the least of my issues. Actually, do I need to kill them all?
You don't need to, as long as they let you go up the ladder.
Yeah.
Which they apparently will this time.
Yeah, it's like, it seems like not that hard because their first attack has a super big wind up, to be fair. It seems that I just need to take out the first few hollows and then I can cope. Yeah. Okay.
That's some rain. Ow.
That's some tracking. Okay, I think I have enough for tonight. Do I need to save it in any way, like, or does it save automatically?
No. As long as you play the game, pretty much it auto saves.
Okay, then.
So if you just quit right now, it will restore you back to this point.
Yeah, I think I've had enough. I think I've had enough for tonight. I am getting tired. We reached, by the way, the normal, like the quota of 2 hours, the classic quota.
For a moment, I was thinking you were gonna say, I had enough of Dark Souls. I'm not going to play this anymore.
I don't know if I'm not gonna play this anymore. I might play more of it.
Sure, I don't. I'm not saying you should. I mean, so far for.
Did you just say that I shouldn't play this game?
I mean, if you do not enjoy it, I wouldn't say you should have to do it.
Yeah, true. That's valid. But I feel like I just first of all I just need to like
then-
think
then
about it a
again-
little.
Then again, by looking at it, I think you were doing pretty fine for a person who had limited experience with this series so far.
I am further than I've ever been to Dark Souls so far. So
So yeah, I think you're doing pretty well.
thank you.
I know it's not really going to get easier
Yeah.
and stuff, but with more experience, I think you should be fine if you give it an honest chance.
Okay. I think that's enough for tonight. Thank you very much,
Alright.
everyone, for being here. Thank you
Thanks
once
for coming
again
to
to
the stream.
Shin, who was here and had to go. I hope you had fun. Thank you for keeping us company, and yeah, I hope you have a wonderful nights, wonderful evenings, and I'll see you on Saturday. And actually, Yoshinji also will see people on Saturday.
Yep.
Yeah.
I probably will be both on my stream and yours, at least on.
Yeah, in
the chat.
the chat. Yeah. Yeah. And that was it tonight. I had a guest. Special thanks for the guest, the Shinji.
You're
Um,
welcome.
Yep, and yeah. So yeah, good night, everyone. Bye.
Have a nice rest of the evening.